For this process, you're going to need some coffee filters, some cups for water, little plastic bags, like sandwich bags. This size works great. You can also use snack bags if you have them. You'll need the seeds you want, some paper towels, and then a strainer if you happen to have one handy. If not, it's not entirely necessary. The first thing I like to do is get my bags all labeled. And that's, I make sure to get the scientific name here, and then I'll put how long they need to be in the fridge. So C30, which is cold stratification for 30 days. And then I put the date that I get them started on, so then I know, start the countdown from then, and then I know when to take them out. And then I also write down here the amount I want to start in the seed trays once they're done in the fridge. Then you get some clean water. I like to fill my cups about third to halfway full. You just get those ready, and then you're ready to dump your seeds in the water. So today right now I'm just gonna do the Rudbeckia triloba, which is brown-eyed Susan. And I wanna start about 30 seeds, and I wanna try to get, with these guys, I think I'll try to get 2 to 3 seeds per cell. So I'll aim for 90 to 100 seeds in this water here. Go ahead and put those in there. Next, I'm gonna do tall bellflower, Campanula americana. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and dump all of these guys in here. And the reason I put in more seeds than the number I want to put in the cells is so, at least for nursery growing, so we get a fuller plug and they fill out a little faster, and you just get stronger and nicer looking plants if it's more than just one little stem you got going. Next thing I'm going to do is poke milkweed, Asclepias exaltata, excuse me. The last thing I'm gonna work on starting is large flowered beard tongue, Penstemon grandiflorus. The same with the Rudbeckia triloba. I'm gonna try to get 2 to 3, maybe 4 seeds per cell on these guys. So I'll start stratifying times 3 or 4 that number of seeds. And I like to give them a little stir after I get the seeds all dumped in to make sure all those seeds are submerged and there's not any just floating on top, not getting wet at all. Something important is to make sure you don't have any seeds left over on whatever you're stirring before you move in between cups if you're doing multiples, just so you're not mixing up plants. All right, now that they're all stirred in, I'll go ahead and let them sit 5 to 10 minutes just to do a short little soak before we get them strained. While those seeds were soaking, I went ahead and prepared my little coffee filter draining situation here. You can also just do this over a strainer if that's easier for you. So this part's pretty easy. You just dump out your cup of seeds in the water through here. Just make sure you get them all off the side. Now these guys have finished up draining. Going to get your folded up paper towel ready. That's what the coffee filters are going to sit on inside the bag. Just kind of helps regulate moisture. So you'll take your coffee filter, make sure the seeds are spread out kind of evenly in there. And then you're just gonna set another coffee filter on top of it, like so. I like adding a little extra moisture to this guy. The idea is you want them to be damp but not soaking wet when they're in the bags in the fridge. So if they're too wet, then they might rot, so you just want them to be a little bit damp. Do that, and then fold it like so. And then you have your little seeds in there. Set it on your paper towel. And you get it in your little bag. And now it's ready to go in the refrigerator. And this one will be in there for 30 days. I just started doing the seed stratification and native seed starting last year, and I learned a lot from Prairie Moon and some other online resources. So I promise you it's super simple. I picked it up pretty quickly, and I'm sure I'll learn other tips and tricks as I keep doing this. But if I can learn it pretty fast, I'm sure you all can too. It's really pretty simple. And there are definitely other ways to do this. This is just the way that works the best for me and kind of my process of how I do it and keep all these seeds organized for the nursery here. Now you have seeds ready to go in the refrigerator, and I think all these guys are gonna be 30-day, 1 month. I'll pull them out and get them planted. But in the meantime, you'll wanna do at least weekly checks of them. You'll just wanna look at them and probably open the bag and feel them and make sure they're staying moist enough, but not too wet. And then also, if you see any sign of mold or anything starting, you will take them out and then redo that whole process we just did with the rinsing and straining and getting them on a fresh coffee filter. Or if you see any of the seeds starting to sprout, then you'll want to pull them out of the fridge and get them planted immediately. But unlike the ones, because I'm doing a couple seeds that have a 2-month stratification or 60-day, so with those I'll probably try to get the paper towels changed and fresh and new coffee filters every 2 to 3 weeks, just so the seeds don't mold and they stay healthy. That's all there is to it. All right, thanks.